Big news for 2025, FHA loan limits are on the rise, and we're going to be breaking down what that means for you in this video. So today in this video, we're going to talk about FHA loan limits, the benefits of an FHA loan to first-time homebuyers, as well as the requirements, the drawbacks, and more. So stick around. The FHA has increased their loan limits to a base of $524,225 for a single family home. That's in most of the country. Now, in some parts of the country, that loan limit is much, much higher, and I'll get to that in just a second. Now, this is a significant jump from 2024. It's actually about 5% higher. And why did they do this? Because they want to give people more opportunity to get into homes, and we know that home prices continually are on the rise. Now, what are the benefits of an FHA loan? I've done many videos on this in the past, but a big benefit of an FHA loan is it has a low down payment, higher debt-to-income ratio requirements, and lower credit score requirements, so it allows more people to get into their first home. But one of the big misconceptions about FHA loans is that it's only for first-time homebuyers. That is not the case. Anyone can buy a home using an FHA loan as long as the loan itself is under the loan limit that FHA sets. So like I just said, FHA has a low down payment requirement of 3.5%. Now, if the credit score is lower than 580, then you're going to have to put 10% down, and I'll tell you, it's a lot harder to get qualified. One great benefit of an FHA loan is that they allow for a seller to contribute up to 6% of the purchase price in closing costs. That will greatly offset the cash to close that you would have to bring to the closing table to buy a home. Another great benefit of an FHA loan is that they have a pretty easy refinance program. So something to consider if you're getting an FHA loan and rates do drop in the future, it's not going to be as hard as some other loans to refinance, and that could be a huge benefit for you in the long term. Okay, what is an FHA loan anyway? Well, first of all, the FHA is the Federal Housing Administration, and this agency was founded in 1934 as a response to the Great Depression. And a lot of people were locked out of homeownership, and the government knew that homeownership, as it still is today, is a great vehicle for wealth generation. So they wanted more people to be able to afford homes. And back then, banks did not have the best reputations, so the government came in and said, we will insure mortgages on behalf of banks so that they can take greater risk on some borrowers. Now, all FHA loans still are government insured. And what does that mean? It means that lenders can take a greater risk on a borrower because they know in the unlikely case of a default that the government has insured that mortgage, so the lender can get most of their money back. And that is a very big comfort to a lender who's making an investment decision based on your credit, your income, and your assets. Another thing that comes with every FHA loan is mortgage insurance. Currently, for most FHA loans, that rate of mortgage insurance is 0.55% of the loan value. You will have that mortgage insurance for the life of the loan. So the only way to get rid of mortgage insurance with an FHA loan is to refinance or sell the house. In expensive markets, FHA loan limits go way higher than their floor. So like I said before, the floor is $524,225, but in high markets like in Hawaii or probably like Beverly Hills or something, the loan limit is $1,209,750. That is still an entry-level price point for some areas, believe it or not. Now, every area and zip code in the country is going to have a different FHA loan limit. In my area of Greater Atlanta, the typical FHA loan limit for 2025 is going to be $649,750. I'm going to link to HUD.gov below so you're able to look at your FHA loan limit in your particular area so you'll know. Now, with all loans, there are some drawbacks, and with FHA loans, there's no exceptions. While you can qualify for an FHA loan with a lower credit score, you will have to bring more money to the table if your credit score is under 580. You will have to bring 10%. As well, if you have a 580 or above credit score, you're going to have to bring 3.5%. 8%. Compare that to a first-time homeowner in a conventional loan and they're only bringing 3%. I love FHA loans for my clients, and often if their loan limit is going to be within the parameters of an FHA loan, I will price compare a conventional loan to an FHA loan. I find that if borrowers are not bringing closer to 10% down, that the mortgage insurance oftentimes on an FHA loan is lower than that of a conventional loan. At least it is for now. So I'm comparing and I'm showing the client the difference in the cash to close, the difference in the loan amount, and the difference in their payment. And all of that can help them make a decision that's right for them. Another big drawback to FHA loans is they have a 1.75% upfront mortgage insurance premium. That is 1.75% of the loan amount tacked on to the loan amount. And that really can keep you from getting as much equity as you would like in the future. The 2025 FHA loan limit increases opens the door for a lot more borrowers. However, there's drawbacks to every loan, and you need to know those. So consider having a one-on-one consultation with a loan officer so they can discuss your exact situation and give you some great advice. I'm happy to help if you're interested. Remember to like and subscribe for more information on home buying, and please leave your comments and questions below. I love to see them.